Hi, and welcome back to Pokemon Blue, episode 13. We just got out of Rock Tunnel. Good. And already out of the gate, there's a girl waiting to fight us. With her Pidgey. Well, we're almost to Lavender Town. You know Lavender Town. It's the creepy one. With all the creepy pastas written about it. Supposedly there's ghosts there, but I don't believe in ghosts. So, you know, I ain't too worried about that. And then she's gonna, like, complain about Pokemon. She, like, she hates the Pokemon here because they're chunky. And she wants a pink one with a floral pattern. And I'm like, I can't even think of a pink one with a floral pattern. Are you sure, something like that exists? I mean, I guess maybe Clefairy. It has like a little curl on its head, but I don't know if that counts as a floral pattern. You know? Oh, this will be the last hiker for a while. Good. I'm getting tired of all these same Pokemon. Actually, the route ahead has some variety to it. It's a breath of fresh air. It's because it has gamblers. You know, maybe, now that I think about it, I might not have as much, variety as I'm thinking it does. We'll see. Well, yep, I've got a switch. Didn't catch it in editing. Yeah, I miss things in editing sometimes. I don't know. Maybe maybe it's because I'm spacing off. Maybe it's because I'm a terrible editor. Oh, we're so close, and this guy wants to battle. Pokemaniac? Oh yeah, this guy. This Cubone. I'm out of Vine Whip. And so I have to use Acid, which is not very effective against a thing with high defense against it. And so I make a decision here, because its defense did fall, maybe. Maybe this won't take... Oh, and then you growled and... See, I'm making this decision because I wasn't sure. Then I'm like, nah. I guess I should just switch. So this fight took a turn longer than it needed. That's okay. It shows you how this game strategy goes. You just switch this up with a super effective move and you're done. Obviously multiplayer is a little more in-depth than that. You know, in single player it's easy. They never switch in single player. Not until Pokemon Stadium. In Pokemon Stadium, which was, you know, the 3D game for the N64. Oh no. This is the last hiker, I guess. I forgot about him. But no, Pokemon Stadium was the 3D Pokemon game for the N64. And it used, I don't know how the AI was programmed, but some of the trainers will switch. It's also a hard game. Like, it's such a cheater. That game cheats hard. Makes it harder, though, I suppose. We may even see that someday. I love that game. I'd love to do a playthrough of Pokemon Stadium. You know, if you... But only if you enjoy the battling would you enjoy that, though. That's all that game is there's like a handful of mini games and then just a bunch of battles. It's really fun, though. I gonna get through this? I'm starving. I'm gonna go eat after this. But that doesn't matter. I don't even know why I bring that up. It's because my stomach hurts. Sylph-scope. Make the invisible plane to see. That has one use. We'll see it later. This guy's gonna bring up ghosts in the tower. Dude, prove it. I don't believe in ghosts. They don't exist. Alright? You don't have proof they exist. Stop talking about it. Leave me alone. Although I can't blame him for ghost stories in a town that is just literally a graveyard. That's all this town is. It's a graveyard. But we're in the house of Mr. Fuji. He's an old man who takes care of orphaned Pokémon, so that's nice of him. But he's missing, and we're probably gonna have to find him, I imagine. This is really Mr. Fuji's house. He's really kind, and looks after abandoned and orphaned Pokémon. Yeah, even abandoned ones, I suppose, because some people are dickheads and just abandon their Pokémon. No, I don't believe in ghosts. If I had evidence of ghosts, I might believe in them. In fact, I wouldn't believe in them. I'd know they exist. Oh, and her Growlithe is dead, and this game is a little dark like that. It'll just reference Pokemon death in the graveyard, yeah. But here's Gary Oak. We're gonna fight Gary Oak in a graveyard. Yeah. Yeah, or no, our Pokemon aren't dead. Yours don't look dead either. They look quite well, in fact. Oh, and I notice that you've decided that Raticate's worthless, and so you put him in the box. Well, good on you, buddy. Seriously, though, can we knock it off with the fan theory about Gary Oak's Raticate dying? It's really, really stupid. You know, I just got done talking about how this game is a little darker than normal because they'll talk about death and have a graveyard and whatnot, but I mean, seriously. That's just so out of place, even considering the things that I just brought up. I'll put him to sleep. I don't want him to Dragon Rage me to death. As I know this is going to take a while. Because of Gen 1 programming. You know, Vine Whip should have been neutral damage because of the flying type, but because he's water flying, and flying is the second type, the game only actually calculates weaknesses and resistances off that second type. It's why when I mentioned Marowak using ground moves to take out grass Pokemon earlier, it's why that would work. It's because their second type would be poison, unless they're a Tangela. And so it'd be super effective against him. Because Gen 1 is not well programmed at all. But I'm just gonna pour acid all over Gary's team. I guess, you know, if we were gonna bring up the death of any Pokemon, that would be a applicable situation. You know, just dumping acid on all of them. Up until Ivysaur, anyway. This is a fairly dumb fight. I should just switch now that I have it asleep. But no, I'm being stubborn. And so I will raise its special until it wakes up. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you, you know, sit through all that. Alright. Now let's see how much we're doing. Wonderful. Alright. Let's do this. I Vine Whip, he Poison Powders. That's all that happens. Yeah. In real life, that was the most boring fight ever. Okay, maybe not ever, but it might not even been the most boring battle to play through. I don't know. Although Weepin' Bell sure has been the center of a lot of boring battles. it's only because, you know, I have to keep him a Weepin' Bell until, like, way later. Now, I'm waiting for him to learn Razor Leaf, and it takes him forever to learn that move. But it's worth it in the end. Razor Leaf is a good move, as of Gen 1. Oh, now you catch it. Oh well, the tower goes up. Let's explore this graveyard like a creep. Even we could not identify the ghosts. Would you people stop it? There's no such thing as ghosts. I swear. Oh, what's that? Oh god, it's a ghost! Shoot, they really exist! Protect me, Bubba! Protect me! Oh no, he's too scared to move. And it's telling me to get out. Well, I'll switch. Maybe my next guy. You're brave. You'll fight off the ghost, right? Oh no, he keeps telling me to get out. In truth, when you run into a ghost like this without the self-scope, your Pokemon are just too afraid to do anything, and all it does is tell you to get out. You can run away and climb the tower to your heart's content, but the stairs to the last area are guarded by a ghost that you need to pass, so you can't actually finish the tower without the self-scope. Or how awkward that acting was on my part. We have a lot of trainers to get through now, because we're on a new route. Oh. But at least they have variety over here. It's not like some of the earlier routes, or Rock Tunnel. At least the first half has variety. I can't think of the second half. Now this lady has a couple Clefairies, but at least it's not a Geodude or a Pidgey. It will hit me with all 5 double slaps, like a punk. Yeah, I don't actually remember the difference between special and defense on Clefairy, so I Mega Punch, Water Gun, Mega Punch, Water Gun. Because I think its defense is lower. So I Mega Punch to get that damage in, and then Water Gun for the accuracy. I probably should have done it the other way around for that second one to see the difference, but I didn't think of it at the time. Here, the Clefairy evolves when it's exposed to a Moonstone. Oh yeah, Clefable is something you won't see in-game either. You can only see Clefable by evolving a Clefairy you own. With a Moonstone, as she said. It's not really hard to figure that out. Oh, that's not very much variety. Never mind. We've seen plenty of Growliths up till now. And it's gonna roar, which I don't know if that does anything in battle. In later gens, it'll force a switch. It's not a really great move. Vulpix, version blue exclusive. It's one of my favorite fire types. That and Ninetales. We can actually find it in this route. There's a bunch of grass behind some bushes that need to be cut down, but this is also where you find Growlithe in red version. They're each version exclusive fire types, and they're found right over there in that patch of grass. I can't get there. I put Sandshrew away. I don't need back there anyway. I don't need a fire type in Gen 1. Fire type is awful in Gen 1. This guy has Grimers. He also has a Muck. He goes on this rant about strategy, and then he uses 2 Grimers and a Muck. And then, like, you talk to him after beating him, and he's freaking out because he's trying to figure out where his strategy went wrong. You know, he started with Grimer, and then he switched to Muck, and that didn't work. And I'm just like, because you're using 3 of the same thing, basically. It's just one's more powerful than the other 2. You know, diversify your team. Yeah, sure, go ahead, use a Muck, but also use something like Magneton and Doug Trio and, you know, stuff like that. I don't know why I chose those 2 specifically, but, you know, diversify your team. It's the key to success. It's ultimately what makes single-type playthroughs really fun. And we will learn Withdraw, because I'll replace Tail Whip for that. It's at the very least, raising your own stats is better than lowering your opponent's stats. And I didn't know if it would come in handy or not. Spoiler alert, it never did. I'll show it off now. Yay! My defense is raised. I don't know why I wanted to show that off. Yeah, dude, you know, if you'd used a Magneton, I would have probably switched, and you would have gotten a turn on me. Using the same thing, it's ill-advised, even in same-type playthroughs. Alright, now watch this. Well, yeah, switching my team. Now check this out. There's this nerd up here surrounded by women, and he totally ditches them to come play Pokemon with me. That's right. Begone, thought! We got Pokemon to do. Actually, this is a lineup of 4 people. And they're all like either junior high to high school students, you know, somewhere in there. And they live in Saffron City. And they went out to visit something or another outside of town, and now they can't get back in because they forgot to bring drinks with them to give the guard when they returned. So because of the corruption amongst the guards for their drinks, these students cannot get back into town and they can't go to school. This is the cost of corruption in our city officials. It's the children who suffer the most. Oh, he's level 30. He's getting up there, isn't he? He's getting really close to that line, isn't he? Or she, don't remember which it is. Oh no! And what do you want to bet I wasn't even paying attention? That I might not have even noticed he leveled up. I was just maybe mashing buttons. Oh, that's not true. Some of them don't get ugly. A lot of them get tougher looking and less cute, but not ugly. Some of them get pretty ugly, though. It's true. Some of them get pretty ugly. Level 31 traded Marowak, and I don't have the 4th badge yet. And I'm just gonna figure that out right now. Oh no! Well, guess who's benched, because I'm right next door to the 4th gym. Yeah, I'm not actually putting up with it. I don't have to put up with it. As I said, I'm right next door to the 4th gym. Why would I? I try to take that on as quickly as I can before I proceed with the game, actually. Once again, going out of order for this stupid Marowak, because I stupid like Marowak, and he stupid refuses to follow me. Follow my commands, that is. Obey me would have been the preferable use of words there. Alas, it means more experience for Critty because, well, I have to switch Marowak down anyway. He's level 31. I need to keep things even, right? Not that I was paying any attention, apparently. Oh well, I only moved him 2 slots. Yeah, you do kind of look silly standing there like that, but I can't blame you. What else are you gonna do? You can't even go home. The corruption in the city officials has led to these children not being able to go home and seek shelter out from the elements, you know? They're just stuck out here. Now, luckily it's the Pokemon universe, so everybody has, like, tents and stuff, I guess. They're probably just camping out. Actually, this is probably not the worst week for them. They just gotta kind of hang out and not go to school for a week or whatever. However long this is gonna take. You know, they're gonna camp out. I wish city officials would have kicked me out of the city so I couldn't go to high school and had to camp out for a week or so. Back when I was in high school. That would have been awesome. And you couldn't get penalized for it. You weren't the one who kicked yourself out. The city did it. Yeah, I know. They're so mean. You know, illegally barring people outside of the city. Only letting them through for drinks. And not even alcohol. Like, just drinks, anything. Any liquid. Another gambler with more Poliwags, except this time, my cat's not gonna lose to a Poliwag. It has Thunderbolt. Eat it! Eat all of it. I love Critty so much. It's my favorite Pokemon on this team. That even goes for the last unnamed thing that I have not yet gotten. I like it more than that, too. It's just a lot of fun. Poliwhirl, alright. We're one step closer to one of the coolest Pokemon in Gen 1. Not that I've ever used it, I just think it looks fun. It's this giant frog with these giant boxing gloves, so that's just awesome. But we're going to enter the Saffron City gates to talk to this guard, but that'll be the end of the video, so I'll see you next time. Have a good day. Bye-bye.